For more than a century, people have reported seeing mysterious lights over North Carolina's Brown Mountain. But despite thousands of sightings and at least a dozen theories on the possible cause, to this day, no one has figured out what they are or if they're even real. Our next video may finally provide the proof we've been seeking.
It's July 2016 in the Pisgah National Forest in western North Carolina. Two astronomy-grade cameras have been installed by Appalachian State University astrophysicist Dr. Dan Caton to observe the Brown Mountain Ridge every night. And now they seem to have captured something inexplicable. Anomalous white lights blink on sporadically in the night sky high above the ridge and over the street lights down in the town. In the span of about 20 minutes, they appear at least 4 times. Dan says when he played back this footage, he was amazed.
This video stood out in that it had something that was obviously different. But we had a light here that persisted over 20 minutes, came and went, had no lateral motion, sideways, had no up-down motion. These claims of paranormal, they deserve investigation.
Although accounts of the mysterious lights go back many years, the first published article about them only came out in 1912. Around this time, there were frequent reports of sightings from a spot near a local hotel in the mountains. Journalist M.J. Benaya says the reports had reached such a fever pitch by 1922 that the U.S. Geological Survey decided to investigate.
People claim that what we're seeing here is a phenomenon known as ball lightning. You have static electricity just like you do with a regular lightning strike, except instead of it arcing into a sort of line, it balls up and it sort of hovers temporarily.
Another theory that's been floated is train headlights. In 1913, a USGS investigator found that Southern Railway trains could be seen from Brown Mountain and that many reported sightings lined up with the train schedule. But this idea was flushed out after the tracks washed away in a 1916 flood and the sightings continued. So will our experts finally be the ones to get to the bottom of this centuries-old mystery?
Physicist Dr. Matthew Shadagas explores the ball lightning hypothesis.
We don't understand from a scientific perspective how ball lightning could form. We have a series of equations in physics known as Maxwell's equations. Maxwell's equations tell us how to make predictions for how electrical phenomena behave. Unfortunately, Maxwell's equations don't give us something that look like ball lightning.
Based on the equations, the size of ball lightning's electric charge would be too great for it to move as observed here. So could the lights just be coming from a plane?
When the light shows up, it looks sort of like a floating, hovering ball. You know it's not a plane. A plane that has blinking lights is traveling through the frame is going to make a long, drawn-out line.
But what if it could be a reflection of a light on the ground, as we discussed before in the case of the Turkish UFO? Since we keep mentioning the Fata Morgana phenomenon, here's how it works. It occurs when the temperature of the air below the line of sight is colder than the air above. This causes light rays passing through to bend down, making the image of the object appear higher than the actual object.
This is an illusion that occurs near the horizon, and we see lights that are significantly above the horizon.
The high altitude of the lights doesn't seem to make much sense for the Fata Morgana theory, and the conditions need to be just right to create such an illusion. This is seen with such frequency, we're going to rule that explanation out. Therefore, our verdict is that the Brown Mountain lights remain unexplained. Hopefully, with continuing research, we will someday crack the code.